Alright, Sammy, how are you this cold, gray afternoon?
I mean, cold.
Yeah, no, I would think so. Alright, start like we always do. We're going to do some stretches. So, reach toward the ceiling. Stretch. And then roll down. Very slowly. Oh, my arms stretched. Yeah, I was like, my legs are crying. I'm going to have to do a workout. Okay. And then very slowly roll back up. Put your spine in. Roll your shoulders back. I actually learned something I learned in college. You should never roll your shoulders forward when you're a singer because that puts you in all the wrong positions, doesn't stretch any of the right muscles. So backwards it is. Okay, we're going to do some head ones. I feel like I'm a little groggy today, so just kind of lean over your left. Yep. And then roll back. Oh, yes. And over your right.
Oh man, this side's
Maybe like rub it out a little bit if you need to. Okay, and then you might want to get some space, but take your hand. Oh, reach. I'm going to have to go like this. Reach. You'll feel a stretch right here. So lots of room to breathe. And then other side. Like a jazzercise.
I needed a workout this morning, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then, kind of weird, you're going to reach back with this hand and touch the back of your knee. Are you ready to be stretched like that?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Okay, then do the other one.
Ooh, my knee's tight.
Oh,
that's not good.
Okay,
I got a tournament this week.
Alright, shake it all out, jump off of it. Okay, shake it all. Alright, we're going to start with some humming. It's a really good, easy way to warm up the voice, so and then just go up the scale. Any higher than that, we've got to switch to a different valve. So one more humming exercise. We're going to start a little bit higher and then go lower. We're going to actually slide around a little bit. So get you out of that. So we're going to start on the top now. And I really want you to take your time on that slide. So don't be afraid to take your time and really mushy-gushy in between these two notes.
Alright.
So let's try this now. Even more time in between the notes. Yeah. One more. How did that feel?
That's down there.
Yeah, it's down there,
Down
right?
there.
So I remember we talked about last time a little bit about we were having trouble on that other song with using our chest voice a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to just do some exercise really quick to hopefully work on that chest range. Did you spend any time working on what vowels felt good down there? Or
The E1.
E1
That
is
one.
E. Okay,
That one helps.
good. So then we're going to kind of do some exercises. We'll use E at the end, but we'll do some exercises to get us to that point. So the first one is we're going to start a little bit higher for you. But I really want you to stick your tongue like all the way out past your lip. And you might put a little bit, you don't want to like the glottal start, so you might almost put a little H on it.
Okay.
But like really stick your tongue out, like ridiculously out. of your mouth.
Right.
Okay, but let's start right here. So, and then we'll just keep going down. One more, we can do it. You're like, I've never used that range of my voice before. I can see in your eyes the panic.
I'm like, that's good.
I will never lead you astray, Sam. Most likely. So what that does is it helps us relax into our chest voice. So hopefully that was a little bit easier for you. Now we're going to combine it with something a little bit trickier. So we'll start and jump off the octave. Ooh, and you'll really feel the break. Even I feel it, and it like does a little cracky thingy. So just don't be afraid of that. Just keep your head relaxed. Even now, like do while you're doing the exercise. Ooh. You want to like move your head around a little bit. That will really help you just so that you don't muscle your way down into the lower register, which is what we want to avoid. So, here we go. Yes. Good job. There we go. Yes. Let's see if we can do two more. One more. Yes! So that's a low F sharp. So the lowest note you'll probably ever sing as a soprano one is a G. Yeah, so, and we went down to an F the first time. So if we end up doing more lessons, I know this is like our last official lesson, but I know, cries. We can keep working that lower register because it's a muscle, just like anything else you do. And so the more you stretch it and work on it, it'll start to work for you. Mm-hmm. So even though that first F time we sing an F, you were like, oh my gosh, that was not comfortable. Hopefully the more you work down in that register, it will help you out. But hopefully that exercise was helpful. All right. Cool. All right, so you brought a song for me today. Yep. Make sure I'm still love it. Okay, so this is the song Shenandoah by Mac Wilberg. So a really pretty song because it's an American folk song. So everyone knows this. He actually is the conductor of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
Really?
So Mac Wilberg, yeah. So well, he's amazing. Yeah, he arranges a lot for them. So he's my homie. Cool. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so let's just go through your part, and I'm going to sing it with you, give you some support on solfege, and then I'm going to try and mess you up and sing the second soprano part, which is really clashy, which is kind of the beauty of this song, right? Because it's a very, very simple tune by itself. And so when you add the clashes to it, it's what gives it interest and color, right? Because if not, it'll be a boring song, I'm not going to lie. It's just, it's a really simple, boring melody, so... do you want to start on Since I saw you? But let's really do it on solfege. I really want you to make that. 3, 4, 1. Mi, so, mi, do, mi, la, so, Alright, do you feel like we've covered the territory that's tricky, or do we need to go on? You can say we need to go on.
Yeah, maybe a little further.
Okay, maybe to measure right at the end of this?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were on so let's just start right on
That's
T,
fun.
me. That's a kind of strange interval, we don't have it very often. And I would think about them as very separate. And you, or you can think, because if you try and think about just from T to me, it's a really confusing interval and you're not quite sure what to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about it in relation to do,
Okay.
and not try and get too big stuff like, oh, what is T to me? Is it a fourth? Is it a fifth? Is it a whatever it is? Just think about T to me. And your voice knows where me is, so trust it. Okay, so T, 3, 4, 1. T, Alright, feel a little bit more confident about it?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go back. I'm gonna confuse you. Hopefully confuse you the right way. Mi, sol, still on solfege, because I feel like that's our foundation. So, 3, 4, 1. Mi, sol, mi, re, re, do, mi, la, sol, mi, It looked like an E, but it was not. Okay, so 3, 4, 1. helpful?
Yes.
Did it really make you think?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's all about, with the other parts, is this push and flow of, you know, oh, we're fighting against each other, and then we're, like, in thirds. And then we're fighting against each other, and then we're in thirds. So whenever you're fighting against each other, really lean into it. Don't shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of talk about playing your ground. And when it's in thirds, make sure you're really listening to the foundation and tuning.
Mm-hmm.
So they always talk about how thirds are going to be a little bit lowered and fifths are going to be a little bit raised when you're singing and tuning.
Okay.
Which is actually kind of strange. So the way the piano's tuned is like equal temperament, so everything is equally apart, which actually makes it out of tune with other people. So there's your fun fact for the day. So when you're singing those thirds, you might have to think of it a little bit lower. I would just really think and listen to the other note, and you'll hear it lock, right? When you hear things in tune, their sound waves kind of go like this together. When they're out of tune, they go like this. So like on the dissonance notes, that's what you're going to hear. But on those times you have thirds, really listen for sound waves like locking and clicking almost. Okay. Which hopefully that makes some sort of sense.
Yeah.
You're a pianist, so I feel like you have a really good ear, so you kind of know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually watching an episode of Frasier yesterday, and I was listening to him play piano. I was like, that piano's slightly out of tune.
Boom! Like music genius. Okay.
No, I just spent too much time in the practice rooms.
Or that. Okay. That's not a problem, though. Okay, so now we're going to do it with words. And when we do words, I really want to think about musical text stress. So I have, like, written in here some of the crescendos and decrescendos. You're a smart musician, and I feel like you would know which moments you really need to, like, lean in a little bit, or which ones you need decrescendo. So I want you to, like, you can even just look at the music for a moment, take a second and look at it, and really think about, like, where am I going to go? If I were to draw a musical map, or, like, squiggly lines, like, how would my lines look? Right? So, like, we probably want a crescendo. It's kind of crescendoing this whole page, so you might even want to start softer, even though we're kind of pounding out notes.
What's the dynamic marking?
I hope it's
mezzo forte?
Yeah, but I would say dynamics are relative. So, like, if you know you're going to have to crescendo for 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, you're going to be crescendoing for a long time. So, I won't wait to give it a little gas, just so that you don't run out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and sing on words too. But I'm going to sing the second soprano part. So.
Okay.
So 3, 4, 1. Since I last saw you, We made it. How did that feel to you?
Good.
Good?
Yeah. There are a couple notes that, like, when we hit them, like, you could, like, feel, like, the vibrations.
It's just a really small room, too, so
yeah.
that just
you don't feel it.
Because the cymbal smack off this wall and smack you on the back of the head. So, okay, we're just going to take a section of it. We can actually take that's kind of a boring section. Let's take from I Long to See, and I want you to conduct it like you're a conductor. And like I want you to like get full into it. Like, have you ever seen Andre like Dudamo? He's the guy with the crazy afro looking hair.
I think so.
Yeah, he conducts like this. Yeah, he gets really into it. If that's what you're feeling, that's what I want you to do. Then you know basic 4-beat pattern, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're smart.
Done this before.
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't my first time.
This is not your first rodeo. I know that for sure. And I really want you to conduct it like you're the conductor and like, here, actually, fun exercise. I have to still look at the music. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I want you to conduct me. And then tell me if I sound good. Okay, so just give me like 3, 4, 1.
All right. 3, 4, 1.
So how close did I actually get to doing what you wanted me to do?
Pretty close.
Pretty close? Okay. So now you're gonna conduct yourself now. You're gonna
Granted, I don't have this memorized, so I was like,
yeah. Yeah, no, that could have been, but you can almost feel where the music is going a little bit. You can feel it. You're like, oh, that note is gonna lead, it's gonna go, it's almost there. So when you're conducting yourself, it will help you not think about notes as much, and will also really like move your musical line. So think about, we're gonna conduct ourselves. Then we're gonna go to something else that isn't so high. So 3, 4, 1.
oh my lord.
Sorry, I'm gonna touch it. We're just gonna listen to the junk out there. It's okay, it happens. Just never try and cough off the junk. There's your other college tip. If you cough off the junk, it'll just put more gunk on there. And so coughing won't help you at all. So if you like ever have gunk on your throat, the best way to get it off is like, just like humming it, and it'll help like slide it, shimmy it off.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah. Now you have that lovely mental image in your mind. Let's think about the beautiful Shenandoah River.
All right.
So 3, 4, 1. Yes! How did that help you with your musical line?
That actually helps. Like,
Yeah.
being able to like think about like where like it's going, where you need to.
Yeah. Because then it's not so like scientific, like you're not thinking like, oh, this is where I want my word stress to be. Your like body does it naturally. You're like, oh, yes, that is what I should do. Why, thank you. Sorry, I don't know why. To a British gentleman there. But let's see if we can do that at the beginning of, well, not the beginning of this piece. Let me see if I can, I'm not crazy. Long way, you rolling river. Shenandoah, I long to hear you. We're bound away across the wide Missouri. Okay. 7 long years since I last saw you. Okay, so I'm kind of read about this song. It's a happy song because we're remembering a place that we love a lot, but it's also really sad because we haven't been there in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can think of a way to like connect that personally, it doesn't necessarily have to be a place. It could be a person that you haven't seen in a long time, or like, I don't know, I'm like home, like, or almost a fall break, like, Shenandoah, see you in a bit, like,
You're not going home though.
Oh
I'm going to Norman for a tournament.
Okay, well,
So.
maybe we can think of a different analogy. But I want you to think of something that you like love, or you really, even like a childhood memory that you remember fondly, that you probably will never be able to go back to, or it will be like very unlikely that you'll be able to go back to. Because that's kind of this picture. It's like a childhood memory that you love a lot, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful, and I love that. But it's also a little sad because you're like, oh, I'm never going to be able to do that again, you know? Like, And so it's kind of that mix of happy, sad, goopy that's all in this song.
Reflective, nostalgic.
Yes, nostalgic. I love that word. Ah, you're smart. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the original melody to the song. So this we can be really schmaltzy on if we're thinking about the picture. So if you want, let's just conduct it and sing words, and I'll try to help you on the piano. So give yourself 3, and then you come in. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, you want to just do that one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I want.
That's still really good though. I could feel your musical intent. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So Hika just really likes to pick songs that have really long musical lines.
Yes.
I think I've noticed that thus far. So I want you to try this again, even just the first bit of it. And let's do our favorite thing. Let's try and bounce on one leg. We might even try plank later.
Oh, man.
And really, we're going to see if we can get to that chord. Keep those musical lines going. So 1, 2, 3. Ocean and oh, I want to see you. Take a deep breath. That's okay, that's okay. Some of these phrases are too long. You will have to take a break. So I would pick a place to take a breath and stick with it forevermore, amen.
Okay.
Ocean and I to see you would be my first one. I'd pick out one of these lovely words to leave out.
Okay.
And then I'd pick out one of those 3 notes in the middle to leave out.
Okay.
If you need it. And I would also, I don't know if he's talked about this, but it's probably quarter note, quarter rest. So I would really, I want to see you, like really fill up on a quarter note. Because actually for a singer, a quarter note is a long time to breathe. Like,
it really is.
So don't be afraid to release tension and get that really good breath in so that you're not already out of breath before you even... Do you feel like that sometimes? Where you're already out of breath before you start the next phrase?
Yeah, it's like I didn't take a big enough breath and I'm like, oh, crap.
You're like, wait, I just started. How can I already be out of breath? So we'll start from the beginning one more time, and I'm going to... So you're still going to bounce on one leg?
Okay. This knee is bad, so I
Okay,
can't do
okay,
that.
well, yeah, don't hurt yourself. But I'm going to put my finger right here. When you take a breath, I want you to push out against it. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Ocean and oh, I want to see you. Breathe. There you go. Breathe. Ocean and oh, I want to see you. that feel better?
Yeah.
It sounded better. You were able to make that phrase without even taking the extra breath I put in. So.
Yeah.
Way to
Look
go.
at that.
Okay. So yeah, I would just, on these long phrases, really engage that core, and when you have a quarter note, if he says no quarter note breath, then you might have to take the sneak breath in the middle. But if he allows for a full quarter note, like, girl, just tank up. Because you can make those phrases if you tank up, you just have to be thinking about it. Because then you're like, oh wait, I need to breathe. And it's too late. You're already sunk. But hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah.
So, yay! I'm gonna turn this off now.